First off, on behalf of the University of Arkansas, I would like to say thank you very much for giving us your time today.
Yeah, that tambo from the university from the labda ngone king diwat phelane thisi
Yeah.
It's a huge honor for us to be able to speak with you, and we're looking forward to learning what you have to say about Tibet and the Dripping Losling Monastery.
The gingi one dream khudla ya lobge ra ta jene Geshe Lhapka ha hajangi bi Geshe mo jres sunda pe gabish bi jong sakta.
Yeah. Mo che zo ro ta de nga zo choman den zo ne. Chaba chele ga ko ka ro ba te. Nga ro ga wo shi. Chero so la yo te sa ji pen to yo si ge de. O ti che de ne pe nga zo chaba chele ya po ji che gi is. O te ne te nga kan de jo de sa na. Nga te nga zo pe te la choga so sang ji yo res.
Nas ka damungi gingi sung ra.
Oh yeah, te chi.
First of all, he would like to say very touched like and very thank you to be here. So he is very pleased to discussing with you, all of you. So hopefully he think this discuss might be benefit for all of you.
Tang zo pe le choga sang sang ji yo res. Do ten do me se ta te ni le bi song se ne te choga sang te yo res. Ti no ne nga te ne do te res.
Yeah, there are three parts in Tibet. It's called Döte, Döme, and Döte, Döme, Utan.
Three
parts in Tibet. So you can go in, sir.
Dote.
He is from Döte parts.
Kham.
Yeah, Kham side, Kham region side. He is from Kham region side.
Oh yeah. Te no ko te lo pe no ba ja chen ba she to res. Ni na yo te no no ne te ne nga. Ne lu ba te le te o lu ba se de.
Yeah, Kham region is a very big area, Kham is, and there's so many villages in Kham. He is from Tehol village, from Kham. Yeah, in Kham there's a town and city, biggest city. It's called Garsa Kanze city, Kanze.
Oh, there. No la ne so that is so called Jami ga da ta shi ma ga shi mare. Ma ga shi. Ti no ne te ne ngala se ne nga pa wa ma ni yo re. Ta te na shi ma ga shi. Nga zo la pas po mo ni yo re.
Yeah, his in family, his parents have three boys and 3 sons and 2 daughters.
Oh, ta te na pa chia te nga re.
He's a bigger, older one. He's a.
Ni to la po mo ni yo te ni ka nga lo chi ko ne ni ka shi sa su.
There's 2 daughters. They are older than him, older than him, and he after 1 year, about 1 year, both of them died, passed away.
What the name lo chi ya me te te nge pa wa de ngo zhong res.
When he was in 11 age, his father passed away.
Then ni go pa chi yo de. They lo de ma to ma de te wo zhong re.
Also his younger brother, when he was at 7, also he has gone passed away.
Now
3 sons are left.
Now
he was in 79 years old. Now he is in 79 years old. And also his younger brother also died. No. No, his younger, only 2 sons left. His younger one is now in 71 years old. When he was 8, he became a monk. And when he was at 17 years old, he came in Lhasa from Gengawasa, from Tehol village. He came in Lhasa in Lokasurasagi, Chumila. 17 years old. When he was 17, he came in Lhasa.
Tene te la lo jide.
Lhasa la dibung le lhasa le.
Drepi lo se le re.
Dibung la de lhasa la de.
Drepi le shi. Tene lo se le shi.
And he came in Lhasa and he Debung Monastery. He went to Debung Monastery and he 4 years stayed and studied about this philosophy.
Tene nga che nga gare yong gare ta.
And then it was about 1959 years. 1959.
Nga tasa lo jila sen il hojo ya po zo ji
He get enough time in 4 years in Debung Losling Monastery in Lhasa. At that time he get a good time to study about Buddhist philosophy.
That's honey.
After
Tene
that,
nga che nga gare sa so ta. Nga che nga gane
after
tene.
that it was in 1959.
Nga do dawa jarum bo che tombo ngelo pa pese. Nga do te hasa hado. jarum bo che nation che pene dawa chi che sa jang do hado. Tene nga do yang yode.
In 1959, first Dalai Lama came in India. Then
다와 지사지 맞다 대하요 말에
they left
뭐 자디시
they left about 1 month in Tibet. Dalai Lama already gone in India.
되는 뭐 초보트에 되는데
At
뭐
that time,
초보트에 되는
that between 1 month, there's so many starting war between China and Tibet.
되는 가서 지도용 걸 지도 그때 거다 lon거로 그 사야 말에 자가 공대요래
Yeah, then after 1 month,
lon거 쪼쪼나 그
yeah, after 1 month they came in India through runaway. So they escaped from Tibet. They use a path like mountains, through ice mountain. So means and they faced lots of trouble at that time.
대근에 되네 배가 소화생에 됐었어.
Yeah, then started run away and started escape. Then they arrived in Lokha. Lokha means kind of village name. It's in Tibet.
대대 자는 뭐 되네 배네 지rin 버저만데 파패서.
At that time, within local village, they people of local village said that just a couple of days, Dalai Lama had gone to India. Just after means a few days before. Dalai Lama had gone to. At that time he was.
대대네 체지고를 생각지야다. 배가 다 뭐뭐다 더 단다 제자돈 지자바 뒤는 안도 거지. 저러로 친실했던 로초가 말에 뭐는 저 그랬어.
Yeah, at that time he was in 21 years old. And there's a kind of society, Mami Garsi. Chujigangruk society. Volunteer society.
Freedom fighters.
Yeah, freedom fighters. So they helped to Dalai Lama bring in India. They helped. So the Chujigangruk society, they stopped to him to not go to India. He was very young. That time he was in 21 years old.
They forced him to join the Chujigangruk because he was young.
Young, yeah. So you shouldn't go to India. You have to stay with us in here.
다 되네. 나 체적거려 뭐뭐는 내가 제래.
Then he.
계속 너도 그게 봐서서 공과생을 저래. 더발을 josh.
So then he joined with them, and he became a soldier with them.
진짜 아주 멋지. 자매가 세셔대 때문에 다 당할 때서.
One of his partner in Chujigangruk society, he killed by Chinese people. So that gun, he got that gun.
They bought him.
Yeah.
맨다 때는 다 지류마도만 돼.
There's in 16 blood.
인지 카드 생각.
16 blood in that gun.
That's English made.
Yeah, English made.
때라 처음 본 게 돼.
And there's covered with so many blood.
근데 제 처음 맞지.
Then he washed all of that bloods.
크네.
Then he used that gun.
대체가 되거나 편에 자기지 대자네 편에 년세 강가에 공부자가 되더라. 맨다 되건데 타파 되건데 내 정네.
he carry that gun all day and night everywhere. Because of that gun, the what? Thapa garse ki.
His guns are too heavy, so they
Too
make a
heavy,
bruise.
make a bruise with his body.
텐디 전에 매당 오빠들 해서래서 다파
Yeah, through that night, they arrived in India, Montao side, kind of Arunachal Pradesh. They arrived in Arunachal Pradesh.
대파테 맨다테 자와라 파시테
Then he offered to that gun to Indian army, India. They offered.
collect
자와가 노저가네 노카네면 제도 사양투야 강가마 이런 거들
So at that time they haven't got any food things to life. So Indian military helped them to give rice, oil, everything.
brought through from a helicopter.
Yeah.
Dropped down from a helicopter.
어디까지라 때네래마 때네 롱고 치의지들라 뭐카시에네 롱고나 사야면에 생애도 때네 뭐뭐 주래 다도서 시험 그지 말해
And because of Indian that military help, and they still alive, and some of they are died because of didn't get any kind of food at that time.
당연히 콘서트 어디 주시.
어데
Now, he stopped here. Introduce about him. Now, it's your opportunity to give a question to him.
So back when you were living in Tibet, how did your parents earn their living?
Sorry.
How did what did his parents do in Tibet? What was their job?
Yeah.
남이 소화기다.
Yeah.
별로.
소화기다 가는 데서
별로. 제주 별로. 야가라 전주 마병이라서. 남중 가고 있냐라. 남이기 소화기다. 소화기에서.
어데 다테 뒤콜로 베바치 파테네 시소르르 세네 테존에 자가 시소르르 존에
남중 가고 있냐서 거.
레레레다
남중 가고 있냐라.
네네 조사레 코쇼나
알아요.
테디네 시소르르 세네 파존에 슈퍼 강가테 파 고고토 세네 지 슈퍼 여러와 마초 쳔보 저서 노 강가 파 고고토 안에 쪼어레 자 뱀볼키 쪼어레 자가 슈퍼레 자나 테네 냐네 샤죠 텐디가 테네 견제자 자네 테네 넘버커로는 먹게 샤네 종칸 먹게 사양토야 말아 차바만 봐 땡토 말아 자노커로 모모소나 자노는 포크 매와체 배건 적강가테서 당간도 넘버건 적강가테 자가 파키 거저거 됐어 안간소소 강가테서 먹게 샤네 배 뇌좀바 쪼쪼는 뭐디 먹게 샤디 이까테라 뭐디 뇌 좀바지
Yeah, before 1959, China people come in Tibet, and they said to help you, all of you. Means there's a rich people, they collect from rich people from everything, like money and everything they collect, and they used to say,
When Chinese before 59, the order the Chinese effects takes place in his hometown. All of Tibetans get together, they make a kind of a community joint. They split. In a communist party, they split rich to the poor. The poor people provide them all qualities and housings to poor people. The poor people in charge. Rich people, poor people, they switch housings, everything, however. So at the end, what happens is that in Chinese government, in lacking resources to provide food, military, they collect all the food from grants they grow. Tibetans they give it to the military. So Tibetans are starving to death one by one. He said a lot of people dead his hometown because of that.
오야 다도 도도지 다 된디가 배 티가가 디포토도 차소때 만조포 하사세지 제가 티쇼때 셔도 지명이 쳐서리 점화 된디래서 된디서 레트야 마도 만 하사요 해더라와
맞아.
근데 하고요 말아 코쇼로 디포토도 셔도
Yeah, when he came in Lhasa, he didn't know what we are going on in at his region, in his village. He don't know, but he heard that there's so many difficult problems faced in his family and other peoples.
Didi kala pena trasan da je den repi na la teo na je na lore la trawa jaresa den chesa den yongo ya traji. Then they den zo che de ya ma de.
Yeah, actually in Debong Monastery, in a year, newcomer like 100 and 200 new monks come in. In Debong Losling Monastery.
Kangzen. His Kangzen usually before 59.
Yeah.
Then a lot of monks joined his Kangzen. So less, since the Chinese occupation already took place as a Khmer region. So no longer Tibetan new monks are coming to Lhasa, Tibet. He don't have any clue to himself what's going on in Lhasa back to hometown because he's living in Lhasa, Tibet.
Yeah.
Ngaro jibo ge che de la, ge sha zhongbo xian na. Lhasa ne che jawa sa to ma le be pa da gang ga xue xue de ma dong. Yin ye ga la ngaro da gang ga xue yo ma de.
Yeah.
Ge sha zhongbo xian ge.
Yeah, his reality speech, he didn't face any kind of trouble like then. He just stayed in Joe Council Losling Monastery, and he didn't face trouble like other people in his village, in Kham village. Right.
Ta jawa sa to le cha xiu ma de be.
Then he came in.
Le cha ne sa xia ji la de wa xia xiu ba.
그냥
Joe did you that right?
Oh, re. Okay.
Yeah, you could ask question first.
What were your feelings towards the Chinese while you were in Tibet, and how have those feelings changed over the years?
The gang is twa ganira jungso ne jugu da yemi ro jang da ro.
재미있게 별이야.
Zenju da
아니 전주다 근데 제대기 아니 섬주 소소 게링원에 섬주 가르요 아 섬주들이 야면서 교화다 버지 두고대 간데도 이제 소리나
다 재미가 티까다 되네. 배라 되네. 안저가 림바테 놓라다 맞소 천치 쉬워져야 돼. 총보는 또 총보래. 천치 줘버려야 돼. 대디 지어져 되라네 되네. 줘버 정에 첨보돼서 레세는 놓쳐고야 돼. 자송하러 돼서 신지자 되는데 대조지래 돼요. 말아 소소소소가 깔래자 소소소소가 호조도 소소소소가 소자 깔래자 저서라마도 최대는 양 초조다 되는 싸워내는 영화만 맞서 첨보돼서.
Yeah, in Tior regions, there's so many rich people, there's so many rich poor people, poor home, and so they said the Chinese people said that poor people became because of rich people. They collect everything from them. They said that. But his thing, his view, these are totally wrong. Become a rich people and rich home. It depends on individual. So individual efforts, individual everything. So Chinese government said that the rich people become a rich because of that other poor collect everything, loot everything. They said, but his view is totally wrong.
There's
so many poor people. Also, he knew that rich people and rich sides help to them in Tibet. But they said that they didn't pay this to them. They said, but it's totally wrong. Yeah. Because of that, Chinese speaks. Some of poor people thought that that kind of speaks are really, might be real. Chinese speaks. They speak that you become a poor because of them. They said that, but they thought that might be their stock are it's right. So because of that, they join with Chinese people. Poor people are joined with Chinese people, and they fight with them, with the rich people, and also they killed some rich people. Both of them.
This is much chamber to so general chamber that I over the park gossana. Cause own chamber, Kelland cover it. The design of Major Chetone pay depot on Jerva.
That's
Isn't
symbol right?
Maso chamber to the touch on but Maso chamber Yorva. That's all that Telepe, Cheroso chamber, and the Joe, the Marco Gochis, Yapoza Chishena. 년도 가와래. 대장의 시험을 도번에 petrol에 조조도 제로도 디포동에서. 더더더 시험을 대장의 손으로 되는 대 거기서 렌이 전류 써야 돼.
랭이스나?
농주전류 써.
That if they thought that if rich people, the poor people request them to please share with us your
government
government.
instead of the government forced them split rich people's wealth to the poor people. Instead of that, government asked the rich people, and as they can share their wealth to the poor people. Tibetan people will do it. He says that's totally wrong in the Chinese side, and they're totally making mistakes.
What he means is who rich people, they got so lots of trouble at that time. Difficult. Yeah. Yeah, no, your question.
What was it like to be a Tibetan monk who was forced into the volunteer army once you got to India? I don't remember the name of the
Chujigandu.
Freedom fighter.
The freedom fighter, right?
That's the Chujigandu.
아니 니마 공부 당부 잡을 쉬버려서 그래. 잡을 쉬네 제라 주식 강도기 마밀이야 주쇼스나네 그다 자와다야 주주에 데르톨이야 아니 갱게 삼직하려서.
대딩아 잘못 가지 때가 저는 진이 쪼대는데 맨다지 때는 지가 서서 되는데 이나 맨단 패시가 말에 지시가 말에 맞다. 잘 단단한가 대사 정보線정보 말해서 대대요. 사실 시부문데 별로 따군도나 돈이 조금은데 사실 돈은 도쳐도 단단 못 가지 때. 네 띠는 디포션도 대가 디포 정보래.
He says he was proud to join in a freedom fighter because of what they done to Tibetans. He deeply have a still in his inside, and those kind of traumatized, and he says it's difficult dealing with that. For that reason, he's not going back to Tibet for seeing his families, even they want him to come to visit them.
Oh yeah. I want to share it.
Yeah, go on. Let's go.
What was it like to live in Lhasa at the time, at the capital of Tibet?
별로 쇼도전에 전화가는 하산 쇼도전에 전화가는 종사 말.
걔 라사라 주도 전화가는 종사. 걔 라사라 주도 들어와.
하산 쇼도전에 전화하다 보지다. 그래도 하사스데다 네 야름 버저기
주네로.
쇼사다 보다라 참아 여러와. 어디라 거리게.
걔 전화가는
전화지.
라사 돈보 토어제 제랑아조 파웨를 준비 좀 산에요 말아봐. 내가 돈보 토어제 테레페 자총보나 쇼진 통소서. 텐데테노 파텐 로디라 롱고 건가 노데근데서. 텐데텐데렌데서. 이나요 테 지름보 대가야 말로서 좌사야 버려래. 텐데 라사테페 제두 때만아진 통소서.
Yeah, when he came in Lhasa, Lhasa is a very nice place, and there's so many huge buildings in Lhasa. In travel regions, there's no any kind of that kind of building and nice place. So Lhasa is very nice, and he feel very comfortable in Lhasa. And there are so many street, and in here, and he sometimes he missed the street where the street are there.
And he didn't stay too long.
Yeah, and
after surely he joined the monastery.
Well, after then he joined Debung monastery.
Are you still in contact with anyone in Lhasa today, or just with Tibet as a whole?
나라 저한테는 남게 왜 너무 되네.
나 테마진 조이. 대화전에 테마전에 빈조지도.
가두들이.
그치 거거는 조이.
Yeah, in 1999, he went to Tibet to see them.
나 때디 라도 호타게게래도.
Oh yeah, at that time he was teacher in Ladakh, my village in Ladakh. He was teacher.
아니 로지가 포명에 전에 포모그제 전에 별로 있어.
포미고스는 가수다.
without payment.
Without porcelain
Payment
again.
like payment.
말에 달에 뭐 번도 데 포트가 말아.
Oh yeah. At that time, he break 1 year to in that university to teach students. Because of he went to Lhasa, he didn't get payment salary 1 year.
근데 대리면에 마음도 돼서 신이 해서 신이 정도.
And Ladakh ne madura again.
하산을 다 나도 코셔 말도 동보 신이 해.
And Bela again.
그래 티카는 쉐저는 가.
Then he arrived in 1999. He went to Tibet. First he arrived in Zili. Zili means kind of name of village.
다텔레디 거라더네. 네 빈조 서산해 된this.
Yeah, at that time Zili village, his relatives came there to receive him.
말한테 딜라 랑건 로체 도제때 자메 como 사야지도 또저 가세로 지디나 지요.
Gemi gomo.
사야 말다. 트세 그래.
지.
트시도 또저 지디나 지요다.
Gemi gomo ro. At that time he had Tonda children ro again. 17,000 Chinese yen.
대표쇼때 빈조가 제매가 되가 안보는 요소스 안보는 진행도 소스.
그냥 겐 본야 게메 제로. That money he got through his brother wife. He got.
근데 세미도 제금 비생한테 제를 뭐 적금 투사대. 대돈 토냐 버려도 대는 내 공적을 써네. 네 빈조도 건조 깨셔서 산다래.
아니 제르무 총세 롱마데 가르자. 제르무 총세 롱마데 제kumбum. Yeah, there's a Gyapum village. This village is a Lama Tonga Bath village. Gyapum. So Gyapum is near Jekumum. Jekumum is near from what? Ziling. Jekumum is near village.
That's how to go to visit.
So he wanted to visit Jekumum.
Then so
then he asked to his brothers and relatives how long from here to Jekumum. So I wanted to go there to visit. So he asked his relatives. So his brother met with one of two Ziling's people.
포소대니가 되네. 건조가 샤라까부 반대자자. 리리 된데 저양돼 생호지 타달라 저우지 된데 저 뭐지?
샤라까부스나?
샤라까부.
하라조야.
네네네. 샤와가라죠. 때마 시지죠.
샤와라죠 가서가.
Sharakabu's it's there.
Kind of.
When they're looking around, they found two guys asking them. At the end of the talking with it, they're looking for a ground, in a or deer enlaw.
Deer what?
Enlaw. You can. Enlaw. Deer enlaw ground. Gajaza.
대가 고리는 나한테 진짜데 고리를 자면 como 동서래래세.
Yeah.
대녀로 지에세 녀라텔라 고리를 자면 como 자리 녀바체도 인세데 네 핀저 하마거네 야세테네 대녀 산저제. 야 때리 저어때가 야 저가데 nga 샤라까 뭐 고리는 리리테서 녀사예세세. 대처럼 포소만 되니까 저러래 라송와서. 포소만 되니까네 노수장에래세. 뭐 마베래세. 저렇게 칸야지요 말해세. 뭐 중국 말해세. 얘네 저러서 가와저게 센데리 다 간지종 판정에세데 컨도 모타 판정에 모타 딘정에세.电脑 라가 말에 대대로 저거래. 뭔데 칸야가 말에 뭔데 전혀든 전화 분이세가 중국에세. 중국 매세. 다 컨도 접아야되라. 중국 매세데. 근데 다 고리 지제로 지세서라. 지제라 como 자미 como 동서때. 대마 큰도 포소되는 파트. 포소되는 그 실이 자미 como 동서 세세. 제가는 자미 como 자태인데. 어때래때 다 연주 진도로 세대. 내 연주 진도네. Goli Tunyod. Goli Tutelata, Jamaica Ton Sere Settle, Tang Pesho Kangatana Pandota. Trishi, the Setan Ponder. There's the land Rosem and Kedasata.
At the end of what the brother in the family tried to pick him up from the ceiling to take to their hometown, but somehow his brother-in-law with the tour guide, they are scam them, try to sell them, and what call it, their in-law pills and small. They consider that as a very Chinese medicine. So they at the end of his brothers buying in it. All he bought the money to the support families and everything. There's money been scammed. Well, they were in Chinatown, down to Tibet, over the ceiling, at the ceiling area. That's what I tried to say. In other words, all money is gone just for someone scam them. Okay, that.
Tate Yan Rodicola, Yonjo said the Yan Rodicola, Jawat and Rosasa. Mate in a Posonia shot Sasa.
So after they come back, they lost everything, and a guy who guided him has a long beard, is gone. Two guys, they try to sell him pills. Those are disappeared with all monies.
So
his wife was crying because she know all money has been scammed. And he says, don't worry about it, it will take care of Lara in the coming debts. So that means he didn't reach his goal, which is he has a aim to go someplace because of the lack of the money and resources, he cannot go there. He was planned to do, go to the hometown. All of families, friends, family, local people get together and they plan to Tibet. And he loved to take video tape, body here, showing other people exile, how Tibetans are preserving their culture. But these things never happened because he been scammed, the money been scammed after and when he arrived in Chinatown. So he didn't stay too long. He only stay 2 months and 13 days. So he visited his former teacher and stayed with him 13 days. Then he come back to India to rejoin to the Tibetan exile. Go back to Ladakh, and he was take his routine for become as a professor at the university at the Ladakh.
Rector.
He was already retired at that time. His salary is only 10,000.
19,000.
19,000 in monthly salary, Indian rupees. Not dollars. So we went to in Tibet in April, come back about July. Not going to get it.
No, you put question.
Can you describe what the journey was like from Tibet to India?
The gang in it, Veneman Galayon, the Langagi that Chadan Nedan Kurtosun, which is
Peninsula Gabja Pigua, Langata, then Rida, the Negan, Kangakate, Majisono.
Oh, that's on the Kangate theatre, the share on my letter. Jeresana, that Dino not as on a Tatajore. Kongo and Yagare. Dino and Takanga Taka Sano, Takorosona Saya Mare. And then Dino Chivag and Tatas or Tagas Sasha said. You know,
that time he carried take along with horses at that time, so they didn't get foods everywhere. So horse eat, beginning to eat their clothes,
Ropes.
robes,
All edge of the rope.
robes.
All horses have been eating, they don't have food to eat themselves in the
And
snow.
they also
in the snow.
they stayed in a snow and sleep in a snow. Not face no trouble at the time.
따르지가 소소소소 nga마도서 따야 뭐뭐여와 ngama 사례던데 지요와
Yeah, horses are beginning to
that's so sad,
eat their ear each other, like ear and what skins each other.
다 대리 치외라도 지 공태전도는 총요와데 다소는 따대되고는 총 첨보여와 런건저 깔래 가보 천총총총 세다
La,
천바를
천총총총 쉬워여와
Nare.
다소는 제대로 배 따다 배다 다 동초 가로 되는 소안에 쉬어래 뭐 매와다 소다네 배 대쇼 자단 더러들에서 다시에 그때 딱 개발을 내 비모도 포도데 때는 땅을 저자는 쪼롱네 대대가 그 디포모 통소
Where they cross in a horse animals down, people are downing, everybody mad at each other. He's seen a lot of people doing desperate things, a lot of desperate time, and he see the people are and horses cannot cross over. People have to kill your horse without being through suffering. Yeah, there's some attempt to get mad and everybody.
그 사야명에 그는 소소 따세는 따샤사는 거래
So we run out of food. They have to, sometimes Tibetans, sometimes people escape from Tibet, and they have to butchering the horses to eat.
다 된대 빼면 반 통화요. 되는 무슨말을 내디 고라는 배 니마를 뭐디 이제 식어요. 사와.
So even here they arrive to India. India has a true climate is too hot, and they have to the people dying with them because of the heat issue. And they come from over sea. I mean think about it, 14 to 16,000 feet. Now come down to probably no more than a couple thousand feet. So people dying because of the heat issues.
How long did the journey take?
니마가 sus gorsa 되는
아,
뭐 뭐는 야는 연도 니마가 sus gorsa
가와네.
뭐는 야는 전절
Really?
야, 저거데 다시 나와지 한거요래.
야 more than
요 야저 요 롱칸 요 만저 요 자도 퇴야치 되리 쪼쪼더네. 파카트인 로사라고요 말이야.
So they didn't get to straight way to came in India. So escape here and there. There's so sometimes see so Chinese people there. They escape and go their side out their side. So he didn't get straight way at the time.
How many people?
근데 미셔네. 고거는 저때 미셔네. 주자. 인체 강가 미는 주 쪼쪼자.
They face lots of problem with their eyes because they day by day night everywhere you go there side is so brightness.
No burn.
No burn. Because of that they got
때
face.
보시. 때 로지세라 때 대근데. 내가 사도 어디는 때서 조사나는 서서도 저때 자용.
Yeah. After 1 year, also sometimes got pain their eyes because of that brightness. After 1 year, they got pain.
How many people were in your group?
민 개인 투표도 있네. 미 같이 해서니.
나 동보 어디 동보 저때 경반에 채워야 되다 뭐 dense 대지요.
At first, there were 71 people with him.
허헐래도 되네. 동보 몸보랑 아도 뭐 거마도요 말이야.
And when they arrived in local village inside Tibet, local village, and they tam이 잠바서 가르쳐 이렇게.
뭐 가가라 가시 포위 접었다는 거 파체 쳐버려. 실질적으로 먹어요. 야차 마차 파차.
That he arrived in local village, so some go with their relative, their friend. So he left there nine people left in the tent local. You
어야 단디다.
your question?
And there were Tibetans and Chinese people in your group that was traveling.
단다 경험도 수용도
Trying to
경험도 있잖아요. 뭐가 경향이야? 개미들이 이래서.
자매 찐이 야라. 뭐 자매매 뭐뭐한테 체적으로는 순전해. 뭐뭐 저저다 가시죠. 돼야 돼. 대마도요 말이야. 대게 미운 통 많이 요래 세마도.
At that time in his society, Shri Counter society, there's some Chinese military also joined with them. But he didn't see that Chinese people in that society to come to military society.
What were some of the hardships when you first got to India and you were trying to establish the Drepung Losling monastery? Or what were some of the troubles?
장로 당부 주도 전에다 다 양교 고마다 자상로 놓고 저기로 서로 제거고 손자 그래서 강아시 비지 태요 그래 대설 때 서로 지나고
저와서도 도벌
라리
레레 제디크는 무슨 말이 생각다 사와 첨부때 노데레 되는 다시 로지 사지 돼요 나는 로지 돼요 말에 다와 된사마도 돼요 말에 마테니오 바사생도 자와지 고도.
So they began to join to the Masuri in India from Tibet. After that, they sent to them called Baksa. It has a lot of Tibetan monks gathering places. Around 1,500 monks gathering there, all regions of monks.
대 칼로도 되거든 쩌쩌무서 쩌무서 달리기 대저대 쩌무 치면 돼 치면 되거든 대대는 얘가 쩌무자 파도 안데도 마도 내가 말에 되는 한번 말에 제네다 대저대 대심부 시워지래다.
So what he was began to serve as a cook and in a Tibetan gathering in a Baksa regions. So he began to making steamed bread. Sometimes one came through as what he wants, uncooked. At the end of it, he threw everything in one pot and making big soup out of it. It was came out okay.
대대 로마때 언제전에 사초고요 말했다. 대 신보이지 때 손이 쇼경에 사죠. 대 사전에 때는 저고지 시에네 로지를 저고조조 시에네 하러셔서.
So he was, even they got too much cooking, enjoying too much. They haven't had a good food long time. So they eat too overeating. He have almost diarrhea for whole year. It almost killed him due to the overeating.
근데 저번도서 나빠던데 나빠데 저거 건가 나빠데 근데래서 근데 이시면 고진되대. 아마 그때 이제 저것이 최사자지 인신 아마진데. 디가 가들라 때는 내가 또 맞아. 그 디가 뒤로래서. 그 가들에서
He was a food poison. He was began to join to small Christian clinic, and they told him he has a food poison. They give him medicine cure. Without that, he's even dead.
근데 내가 아파 저런 거 건가 싫어.
A lot of his friends are dead because of the food poison.
때 바사가 뇨다들에.
Not
되네 다 빠때데 되네 셔도 뒤보고요 말에.
it. From there, he was very much. Everything goes smoothly with the kindness of others can provide him everything what he needs. Okay.
Who are some of your most important teachers?
게다 게샤세체 다 게페마 잔세지. 로셀은 계속
He has 49 teachers. Yeah, precious one is Pema Getsen, is ex-abbot of the monastery. So he is very benefiting and helpful to him.
Could you describe some of the differences between studying as a monk in Tibet and studying as one here in India?
Again, they were Lobjong Chidang, and they Lobjong Chidang. They were again Chapin Zero, they were Gapene. Gapene Chapin Lobjong Chidang, and Belgian Lobjong Chidang, Nedangola, and Mada Kabakari.
Mandava Cheva Yare. Penila Pe and Hojo Majana Padunga. Yedon, and Tavala Dunga, so. Tene Gepema Jacati, Makanga, send the dome again. Pemasipa Pesha Yapota,
and traditionally Tibetan people punishing a little bit for students to make sure they have good education. But in exile now they are no longer using those methods to discipline monks. So he been very thankful for that.
Pēla ngā gēnchī ka tāchō shāni. Tāchō shāni pē rāma tā tāpā tō tēne mā pō shāni tā. Tē shā nyamā chī na dīlo kāngā kāwā lā dāng. Tē tēne tā tēne yā pē dī kō na tāchō kāshē rī shā. Mā pē tēne kāshē rī shā. Tēne kā zō sā dī kō na. Tēne pē mā mō pō zō shān tē chā. Tē zō sā dī tēne mā tē sō mā kū tsā sō tsē kō. Shā kā nō lū. Ngā āmā lā kā chā rī. Charo ngā dīpān tērī jī yō sō sēne. Āmā lā mā kā rī. Tēnrī tēngā dī sēne.
He was in Tibet sometime. He loved to be being monk, but at the same time he was disciplined, very harsh discipline, with the physical discipline, has a lot of and monks can prove it. Sometimes he sent some of those came off of skin to the pull envelope sent to the mama. Look at what you put me into these circumstances. And he says he never forgot what he done, those small things like that. And that's what he means. He means the education is different, style is different, discipline is different, and that's he saying here.
Jawa sato lene zete pesha mata dunge singe te sanya ro ma nyu yore. Kesha ya po she de le te ka ya po nye go yore. Tendo te tan ji de ta.
So he has been exiled, in monasteries, using those same discipline, physical, disciplines. So he was very thankful for all those circumstances.
What are some of the ways that you're trying to teach the young monks here about what Tibet was like before the Chinese invaded? How are you trying to keep the customs alive?
That means gengi gidu mamoji oris. Ani gidu denzolia, ani jigi pibegi, ani rikshumus nemindo pibegi. Da nyam kazawari shen zemindo detolia mamoji kalum nangu yori. Kalu kanda nangu yimende kon dudu choro na.
Oh, re. Tato so se de ko nge. Anga zo tane mele shewa le sa le se she go yo tombo. Me shewa le ba re se. Me shewa le je tane tane manda wa je zo go re se. Masam bodo kanga shewa le nge ko de re se. Tanga do mele shewa le de tane manda wa je go re se. Ta manda wa che gele re se na. Pama zombo. Gege zombo. Soso zombo sa te so na. ane yete yapo shiwa chwa taga rese. Teche resa na pama zombi le, ane lingwa ga le, gege zombi lingwa ga le, soso ga zinbi ga lingwa ga le, tesa tsowa je tera la, yama tene che noba noji chwa da rese. Noba noji, kapa shiwa chwa da rese, pasa chomba toa da rese.
When he began to teach young students to see human beings are leisure opportunities. We are now like other in our life, like bugs and animals, and dogs and cats. He teaches students to take that opportunity to grow. In order to grow, he uses 3 instruments. One is the individual how himself to be known as precious, and second, your parents, families are important. Third, your teachers, kindness and compassion. All these 3 combined together, we can produce as precious in a gem. Individually become as precious as gem because the right kind of cause and condition matters. So for that reason, he teaches students from the beginning to leisure opportunities.
Ene nolo lan tamata shina, jandyo goji yo marese. Si doto chesina triggerese ne. Tene loho mande sendo kawarese. Tene tawn hedra rese. Tene himbo che yo marese. Loho me sagrese. Loho me na ngaya pene sende shawale rese. Tene sagrese ne. Tano sene ten zinye marese.
Even he teaches students not to agitate, angry toward anybody and encounter to them as physically, verbally, psychologically. Instead of retaliations, he told them just run away. If you don't know how to control over your thoughts, emotions, just run away. Just running away is nothing weak about it. We run away from Tibet to here. We still survive. We can do a lot of good things about it. So that's what I mean by that.
Then tell our share. Color side the color. Yapa sono talk is a Momona Sana session. Momo the Shambon de the Shambon de Sika de she tanker session. They said you color. Sense said your rapana, Luna Jinanda, no go in under. They shot a Shamboyara. They sent the Kadi red rest. Ramato Sado Dotenoji Shamboya Marawa sent the Kadi red. The Kadi Tene, Tajaman de la Lejo take it to the Ras or Saturday Tene. It's a mess a man and then Oman Pemero. Shall put Sana. That is Sanet and then no longer Bomboy rest. Tell it Jambaton Gress, Sono Tontona. Caneyasa, then and Nongi. Somebody on a page, je sais, my Jimba so I did it in Sasha, and the papa must have a child or letter. Then I don't coach your side the rest. Get the Cogan cigarettes and Cogan social side. Paul Lea Martina, Palera Dores, or test of tenant social and radical, done by upon there. And a Jedotas on home and Yapochi. Take it at a Cogan and a shoulder or rest.
So he teach advice to his disciples. So we eat like momo. In momo there's a meat, kind of cows, everything meat there's. So that kind of meat belongs to them, animals. So we have to think about the meat. About if the meats we used to eat the meats to offer to our inside in our body. There are so many worms. So many bugs. So many bugs and insects. So you think like that. That kind of foods and meats I offer to them. So think like that. Then it's benefit to our what?
It says the monks he teach all about students to not easy to digest food that you're consuming, because they come from offering from others. They put hard works, and food that you eat has involved a lot of animals to it. So you have to eat. Those things are being, taking as the essence of the life, and giving the taking as like a generosity. You're consuming food. Food is not just for providing us, also bugs that involve our body, and also their life, providing food. So those things are very important to. Otherwise, it will be difficult to digest food that you receive from the other people's donations.
Oh yeah,
Why do you think the Drepung Losling monastery has been so successful here in India?
Drepung Losling Bombay ro dazan. Dewale ne ta lamlong gye dan de thol gen garishe yesa. Drepung Losling dewa chane. Ne dan yage dre ko ne gen garishe yesa.
The going a shame is my guess a tombo shed. You know that Tariji no near the mato to Shinkalan and Lakalan, the mato to Jepe. You know, so the not so ten occasion at the Nats and share money.
Chidane Gomba, the Jagala Lechineta begin Samolo Sat the donation Yagotuni, Tanaba, the Benet Hazan of Church again. Shibuji Yamuchung, get all Gala, some Zikari.
Oh, they don't have any pay. The Yajin draw at the Gola and Kerbochi. Then lazy about Shaloni let an Jadota, the tender household dupa latene, no sooner they are for your choice on such. Then household that the Mobojin Dinamato, the got a choice on my. Oh,
So he deeply appreciated. Drepung is successful because it depended on many other people, abbots to the donors to monks to everybody associated with it. That makes the Drepung successful. But there is very grateful for everybody's participations.
Do you think that the current Dalai Lama will ever return to Tibet?
What do you think?
Yeah, the Dalai Lama and the lot tour was getting connecting to us. Garumuchero, Bella Jabza Katu, we got 2 months.
Tanda,
I'm getting Tonanda Gandhi Jungudusa.
Mamba, Tanda Pegarea.
then Petugre besene da koche.
그래.
So he think that
저래서는
it will be success.
그거는 저도 저서 대니 존에 대 특은 되서는 순사래.
Yeah, Dalai what announced that he will he will be alive till 113-year-old. So because of that, might be he wish and he thought that Dalai Lama will be grant. Okay. Yeah.
This will be my last question of the interview.
The jo thama din again.
What are your hopes for the future of Tibet?
The gengi maungbe begi thola ni gengi maungbe ne sam chashi da ni sonang gari re sam maungbe. Rewa.
강매rewa 때때다. 마고빠나 자노테 모소는 반진저. 텐제네테네 도바야 달리라마라 소바다 달리라마타 소바다 깨차시네. 자마파 벨라테네 롱쇼야 보지 제베가 라와나 텐디지 제데데요.
Yeah. He's expect to Chinese government become what in a democratic religion, democratic nation, democratic nation. He hoped to, and because of that, then and they talks with Dalai Lama with smoothly, and they he hoped to expect to Tibet will be a very brightness like before.
Tibetan, he was hoping Tibetan will become, autonomic, meaningful autonomic region of the under Chinese government.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, I'd like to say at the end, thank you very much again for speaking with us.
Yeah.
We heard a lot of extraordinary things today that none of us would have had the opportunity to hear otherwise.
Yeah.
Tuk Geshe.
Thank you.